LSU wide receiver Justin Jefferson had 9 catches for 106 yards in a national championship game. You might not have realized that because of all the attention that Jamar Chase was receiving, and deservedly so, how he abused the Clemson defense during that game. But Justin Jefferson also had himself quite a day. People probably didn't catch that Justin Jefferson also took advantage of the Clemson defense. So the way that Clemson played defense in the game, as I highlighted in another video, is that they ran a bit of a 3-1-7 type personnel. Even though they mixed up the matchups with some 3-2-6 and some 3-3-5, they brought those blitzes from those formations that put them in certain positions where the matchups were unfavorable with certain wide receivers in certain positions. One of those wide receivers who was in a close position a lot of times was Justin Jefferson. So LSU specifically targeted him at those various times, and they were able to move the chains when they did so. And so I want to show you how they kind of took advantage of that, specifically in one particular drive. I'm going to show you 2 plays, and I'm going to show you another play from another drive and a little bit later in the second quarter. Basically, all these things happened in the second quarter, and LSU really made Clemson think about it. But before I jump into that, I want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Just click it and go ahead and hit the bell too, so you can be notified, and turn on your notifications that are in your YouTube settings as well, because if you don't allow your phone or whatever to actually notify you, then you can't get the YouTube notifications. That's just a pro tip for any channel that you're watching. Also, I have a Patreon and a Discord, but I want to take a second to highlight the college football general, because he became a patron for the channel, and if you want to support like he did, feel free to do so, but also go check out his content. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below as well. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the plays. So the first one is from the second quarter, 7 minutes, 22 seconds left. LSU is in 11 personnel. They have trips to the left. Justin Jefferson is actually the wide receiver in the kind of middle of that bunch formation. Clemson is in a 3-1-7 personnel. And notice how Tanner Mules and Scholesy, the linebacker, they're both kind of playing a middle linebacker-ish type position, so you could call this a 3-2-6, but the personnel is a 3-1-7. And this is a zone scheme. Also notice that Simmons is playing safety. This defense didn't stand a chance in this, and with this form. This defense didn't stand a chance. Joe Burrow has 3 guys open. The entire bunch formation, it actually comes open behind the zone here. Justin Jefferson runs a dig route behind the zone and is wide open. He unfortunately drops it and it goes right through his hands. Ironically, AJ Terrell has Jamar Chase beat in one-on-one coverage, and if you noticed or if you saw the game, AJ Terrell got picked on a lot for getting beat by Jamar Chase, but in this particular case, AJ Terrell actually got the best of Jamar Chase. Now I'm going to go to the next play. 6 minutes, 58 seconds left. It's the second quarter. It's basically the next play or play after that. LSU's at 11 personnel again, but the wide receiver, Jamar Chase, is at the running back position, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire is at the far left wide receiver position. So LSU being a bit tricky here. They go man-to-man coverage by the defense. Justin Jefferson is the close wide receiver to the left side. And I said man-to-man, but it actually might be a bit of a pattern match zone type concept as well. It's kind of hard to say. Clemson was really clever in how they disguised this or how it ended up working out with the formations and the receivers. But the DBs are playing off coverage. And so Justin Jefferson has a free release, and that makes this easier. He starts by bending his route to the left as he makes his way upfield. So this probably gives you the impression that, he's going to go up the seam on the far side of the seam. Due to this, the defensive back, Wallace, number 12, stays in complete outside leverage. So he's like on the outside leverage. He's sold out. He's like, this guy's not going to beat me to the outside. But if you sell out for outside leverage, that basically means you leave the inside completely open. So the inside is completely open. Justin Jefferson takes the easy money here on this, and he runs a dig route toward the middle of the field with no opposition. Therefore, he catches his pass with nobody to impede him, and he gets some nice sized yardage, gets a nice chunk of yardage on this play. So now I'm going to show you the last play that I'm going to highlight here. 49 seconds left in the second quarter, right before half. It's 3rd and 5. LSU is spread out 5 wide. Justin Jefferson's the close wide receiver to the right side. Clemson's in a bit of a 3-2-6 / a 3-3-5, even though once again it's basically that 3-1-7 personnel. Scholesy is the only true linebacker here, as Simmons is a bit of a tweener kind of hybrid, and Tanner Muse is basically a safety. He is a safety. So 2 of them come on a blitz while Scholesy drops back into coverage and draws Justin Jefferson in coverage. So Scholesy, middle linebacker, number 47, is trying to cover a wide receiver. This was a loss automatically. The play is over. Scorsese plays inside leverage because, don't give up the easy pass because the receiver's going to beat you. Don't make it even easier. And of course, Justin Jefferson says, well, if you're going to play inside leverage, he runs a pivot route, goes to the outside. Now, this play could have been intentionally a pivot route where he starts in and then works his way out. It could have been an option route where Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson decided beforehand if they're playing this type of coverage or they're playing you this way, run this way. Either way, this was trouble for the Clemson defense. LSU knew who they were going to when they saw the formation and when they saw how they spread them out, because you have a non-DB, a linebacker, on your wide receiver. And in most cases, you should win that matchup, and Justin Jefferson did that. So all in all, the way they schemed against this aggressive scheme for Clemson was simple, but it was quite effective. They draw the slower inside defender to the quicker Jefferson, who's usually in the slot or playing very close wide receiver position, near the line of scrimmage, basically like where a tight end would be, and you just take advantage of that matchup. You do it and you profit, and you just watch them work. It was a matchup, and they were able to exploit it, and Justin Jefferson was the beneficiary of it, and which is why he had 9 catches for 106 yards. It was pretty cool to see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.